Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another edition of the Evening Review. My name is Okito Craig. I'll be your host tonight. Tonight in studio with me is Lydia Amutenya. She is the PRO of the capital city, the city of Windhoek. Welcome, Lydia.
Thank you for having me, Okito.
Thank you, ma'am. Let's start off a bit with the council. There was a meeting yesterday or this week, council meeting. How did that go?
The meeting went very well. We have deliberated on the various issues, obviously having an impact on our masses out there, the residents, and we'll definitely share the council highlights for everyone to see and to follow the discussions.
I really like the fact that you broadcast the council meetings via social media. That's been going on for a while now. Have you seen an increase in interest and participation since you started it?
Well, yes, definitely. Remember, we have started this Okito during the COVID-19 times, and since then we actually have grown into quite a big and very interesting following that is following us, and obviously also depending on the items on the agenda that is being discussed. I think also the members of the public are looking at what is there in for me, and they will follow according to that. But what we also have noticed, we received a lot of following after the discussion. So after the video has been posted on our socials, then when you see actually a bigger number of people, probably over a cup of coffee over the weekend, during the rainy day, and they are going through and listening to the discussions.
I must say there are lots of interesting things you discussed. But also just looking at the councillors, there's been some shake-ups. I wonder, was our new Commerce governor in attendance yesterday?
Yeah, well, yeah, that is, unfortunately, we have, or fortunately, for us as a city, it's unfortunately, we have few of our councillors that left the chambers this year.
Yes.
But it's also fortunately because we are happy for them and we wish them success in their new roles.
Yes.
We have Prof. Panda who joined Parliament earlier, and then again we have Councillor Sam Nyoma, who became the governor of the Commerce region. So it's really interesting to be part of the organizations that is actually producing leaders. And not only that, we have quite a lot of other colleagues also who have joined in various roles. That some of them went to Parliament, others also went to the Health Council of Namibia. So it's very, very interesting that City of Windhoek is such an organization producing high caliber of people.
Congratulations. Yes. But wasn't there somebody else that the President's office also poached for you, from your staff?
Not this year.
Okay.
And hopefully they can spare us for this year, because really, I mean, we are producing such great leaders, but we also want them to help us to grow Windhoek. So yes, it's really a remarkable success for them. And obviously it's a good reputation now for our organization to be producing such leaders.
Talking about the good work you do and also about your efforts to be inclusive, I understand that there's a campaign running now discussing noise pollution.
Yes. We, Okito, you might have known that the City of Windhoek has a noise pollution regulation of 2006. It's barely old. It's the 2006 is not so long ago. But through the implementation of this policy or regulation, we have realized that we have some pain points. And those pain points are actually the process of the process of review of these applications that go through for noise pollution permits, and also the actual adherence to the regulations. In fact, the understanding to the regulations. So we believe there is some gaps in terms of understanding the requirements of the regulations, as well as also making sure that these penalties, we think they are too lenient.
Okay.
And we believe we need to adjust them accordingly because maybe that will also help us in terms of compliance. So that calls for the review, and also that obviously Windhoek has grown in terms of population. And as a result, also the various activities leading to noise pollutions are becoming many. And whether it's economic or social activities, it doesn't really matter, but you know, that also has contributed a lot. while we are very aware that there are people whose livelihood depends on noise pollution. I mean, if I'm a DJ or in a creative industry, I somehow need to earn my income.
Yes.
So now what? We need to come together and consult because we want to review this regulation and address some of those pain points that we have experienced. By the way, I should say that so far the consultation, we have only had 2.
Okay.
On Saturday, we were at Soweto Market, in Soweto at UN Plaza.
Yeah.
And on Sunday, we were also in Commersdal at the constituency office.
Okay.
Wow, the input, the comments from the members of the public, the attendance, it was overwhelming.
Wow.
And we will understand why. Everyone wants to make an input to this issue that is really affecting a lot of our residents. And this is an opportunity. It's actually an opportune time for them to do so because we are doing the consultations. But we have also created other platforms for people who might not get time to participate in person, to be able to send those input of theirs so that they are considered and they are incorporated into the regulations when we are going to submit it for approval. So we have 5 more places to go in various constituencies. The schedule of consultation is available on our social media pages. We want to get as much input as possible so that when finally the approval is done, which we are looking at around June 2025 for us to finish with the consultation process, to incorporate everything in the draft, and obviously start with the approval process. We want, when the outcome is done, we are going to call it our noise control regulation. And it's not City of Windhoek because we were consulted. And even if you don't get time to physically go to the City of Windhoek, to the consultation venue, you still have an opportunity to do that.
To make your
input.
You mentioned your social media, but last year and during this year, I've seen that the City of Windhoek's own website is also very useful.
Yes. Ogito, we live in very interesting times. And most of our clients and our potential clients are actually online. And as an organization responsible and caring one for that matter, we have to get to the platforms where our clients are. So one of such is online. So we are actually going where our clients are and be there and listen to them and attend to them. With the introduction of social media, most of our platforms are now very busy. But we also have realized that the physical call-in or physical coming in for inquiries is actually reducing. And by the way, when we launched the customer contact center, also it has alleviated some of those issues that we have had. So our communication or our online platforms really are assisting our clients, because remember, we don't only serve clients that are in Windhoek at the moment. Some people have properties in the city and they live elsewhere. And it's the only way to get to City of Windhoek is via either call or via the City of Windhoek app or via the website of the city. And of recent, that was last year, we launched a new revamped City of Windhoek website. A more fresh, well-organized website, making it easy to navigate. And the whole idea is really we want to improve on our client experience when they are navigating through our website. Because we realized that our previous website was a bit clustered, and obviously the trends have changed, and we needed to keep up with the times.
But I think most important for clients and citizens is the information, the forms that are on the website. That's up to date, right?
Yes. By the way, because of the operations, of the nature of our operations, things sometimes changes very quickly. And we might not keep up with every change that is coming. And sometimes it's our clients who actually inform us and say, that form for whatever need to be updated, because I think it still carries your maybe old logo or something like that. So, but to be honest, with the new introduction of the new website, we have seen there's quite a lot of traffic on our website, and you'll be surprised the countries that are actually following us through our website, and you wonder what do they search for on our website. But you will understand, because we are a capital city, we are a place of interest. Everyone want to know what is happening in Windhoek. And by the way, this year it's a very interesting year. Everyone wants to know what is happening in Windhoek. People want to come to Windhoek. So
Lydia, let me stop you there, because we have to go to an ad break just quickly, but we'll be back to hear more about those very interesting things that are happening in the city this year. Stay with us. Welcome back to Evening Review. My name is Okito Craig. I'm your host. And still with me in studio now is Lydia Amutenya, the spokesperson, PRO for the city of Windhoek. Lydia, before our little break, you were about to tell us about all the things that are happening that are making this year so exciting.
You know, from the national level, I mean, we all know we've got our president, our fifth president, Dr.
Our first female president.
Our first female president, Dr. Netumbo Nandi-Ndaitwah. Congratulations to her. And we are looking forward to her leadership and to the rest of the members of the cabinet and the member of National Assembly that really got into their new roles. We are looking forward.
Yeah, and it's happening so fast.
Yes, it's happening so fast.
It's really working.
And from the regional level, we have the new governor, and we are looking forward. He's a very young governor. He was also one of the youngest in the council for 2020 to 2025.
Do you think his experience with council will help you to get some help, the help that you need with projects?
Definitely. Starting from where he started, I think it's a blessing.
Okay.
And obviously, he's also taking over from a very, very dynamic lady, our former governor, and we're really happy for what she has achieved. And we are looking forward to Councillor Nuyoma, former Councillor Nuyoma, our honorable governor now. I got used to call him Councillor Nuyoma. To his leadership, and obviously we will be there to support him in taking our great region forward. And obviously also the fact that we have our mayor, another lady serving in such a big role, Councillor Ndeshiafela Lanja. She just took office. But she made her mark already. She made her presence felt.
Okay.
It's very clear what she wants, and she clarified that. So we are on our toes to make sure that we support all these great leaders in achieving what they need to achieve for the greatness of Namibia.
Excellent, excellent. I think on everybody's mind now recently is the rain. It's been raining too much, very much, all over the country, but especially here in city of Windhoek. And it has an impact on our roads. More and more people are complaining about potholes. Tell us about what the city of Windhoek is doing in that regard.
Well, it's true. We have been concerned about our water supply, especially in the capital city, more particularly in the central area of Namibia where Windhoek is situated. And city of Windhoek being the main consumer in the central area of Namibia due to the fact that we have a bigger population. The rain came as a relief, a very big relief.
Okay.
Obviously, as for me, I don't have to worry about the water saving campaign.
I remember the water saving campaign.
Hopefully not to the extent that I usually have to worry about it in the rest of my team members. But also, you mentioned the issues pertaining to the potholes and so on. Yes.
I think, Lydia, let's do the one first and then the other. Because when it comes to water supply, you know, residents, we are now thinking, okay, there's a lot of rain. Why is my water bill so high?
Ogito, I was trying to avoid that angle, but you know, you caught me there. So let me come back to that. Okay. You see, when it rains, we are all happy. Obviously, we are happy. There are mixed feelings. Some people, because of the impact of the rain, are worried in terms of how their houses and how their structures were destroyed by water. And for that matter, the amount of rain we received this year, wow, I've never seen this in Windhoek. I mean, I've lived here for almost 20 years, but this is my first time seeing so much rain. But also that impact. But on the other hand, that you just mentioned now is the water supply. Now, with the water supply, what happened is that we are in category D
Okay.
of our water supply scenario, meaning we have 5 categories. Category 1, not so bad. It's just an alert. We need to be on alert that water is scarce and we need to use it sparingly. Category 2B, sorry. Also, not so much concerned, but we need to start, with saving measures and so on. With C, it's very serious because this is now when the dam levels are significantly reducing.
Yes.
And we need to inform everybody to make sure that we all understand that our little efforts can actually contribute to water saving.
Save water.
And then the D is actually bad because this is where we also lose out on the rebate.
Okay.
If you, in other 3 categories, if you had a leak and you did not see it on time, by the time you see it, it's because maybe your bills is going very high.
Yes.
You can then you can go to the municipality, they give you a form that you fill in, then you go record your water usage for a certain period of time, and then you get a plumber to fix your leak, and you take your invoice to City of Windhoek and they give you a rebate.
Okay.
But in category C, you start losing that.
Okay.
So in D, completely we don't negotiate. We're not talking about rebates at all, but it's also that the measures have also now improved. We moved to another level of water saving measures.
Yes.
It's when you talk about car washes, it's when you talk about the number of liters that you have to use per household.
Restrictions.
It's when the other charges are also becoming more expensive in terms of how much more water you use, you pay more for more water that you use. So it becomes serious. And the remaining category is category E, which we all don't want to be there. That's where water rationing, we talk about water rationing. And fortunately, we did not experience that so far.
Yes.
But we were just 1 inch close to reaching
from E.
Yes.
Okay.
So, and luckily, the heavens opened and we are happy with the water that we received and we continue to receive. Now, the issues of charges, I think that is mostly everyone's query. Like, okay, now it has rained so much. Why are we still being charged the same charges for category D when the water has improved? Yes, we agree. The water supply has improved in the dams. We see those records. However, because for us to declare a category, it is not just the City of Windhoek officials that sit down and declare.
Okay.
It's a decision that is taken by council.
Okay.
It's a council resolution that has to be taken, and that council resolution is informed by the decision that is taken by the Central Area of Namibia stakeholders meeting.
Okay.
And that meeting or workshop is organized by our water supply, NamWater, and all the stakeholders in the Central Area of Namibia attend that meeting. And that meeting usually takes place around May.
Okay.
And only after that meeting, their job is actually to assess the water supply outlook for that current rainy year, or for that particular year, in the next rainy season, let's say 2 rainy seasons.
Okay.
For them to be able to plan and assess, we have this amount of water, how should we utilize it and so on? Where are the concerns? Should we have a concern and all that? That information is then communicated. We, from City of Windhoek side, we bring that information up to council. Okay. And we inform and advise council according to the discussion we have. And we say, okay, with the current available water, now it's safe to, for instance, say we are in category D. Maybe now it will be safe for us to shift to category C or B or whatever category. And then council will take a decision, and then the charges will be shifted or will be adjusted accordingly.
Okay, so that's only after the meeting in May.
Yes.
So maybe it will take June, July.
Yeah, usually it doesn't take so long, but depending on, we don't know, we only know where we are coming from, we don't know where we are going.
Okay.
But maybe usually it will not take too long, maybe by the new financial year, which is our new financial year start in July. Okay. Maybe by then we will have some news to share with the members of the public.
That's something to look forward to.
Yes.
Now quickly, let's look at the potholes.
Yes, potholes. I escaped one very big one before I got to the studio. But to be honest, on a serious note, potholes are quite a lot. Yeah. And especially this year. There are a lot, they are everywhere.
Yes.
So what will happen now is that every year, rainy year, after the rainy season, we then fix the potholes.
Okay.
Permanently.
Okay.
We attend to the roads, we do a quick assessment, and we attend to the roads, potholes, and fixing them and making sure that the road is smooth.
Yeah.
However, this year, the rain, it seems like it's going to take long before the rain season stops.
Yes,
so
it does
we
seem.
probably, we still have rain
Yeah.
that is, it looks like probably will go until next month, we don't know.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, so what we are doing now is just a temporary fixing of the
Okay.
potholes.
Okay.
And what you see we do is filling them with sand.
Okay. Okay.
Basically just to allow people to go through the road without hitting their cars on
Yes.
those big holes.
Yes.
But the road, Windhoek has grown. We
Yes.
already spoke about population that is growing so high in the city, and the Windhoek itself, it's a big city. So please, if you use a certain road and you see these potholes, you are more than welcome to contact our customer contact center and just indicate to us which road is that. Because the members of our repair team or the maintenance team is on the road now trying to repair, but we will not get to all the potholes in one go.
Yes, yes.
So please be patient. We do understand the concern. Also, just be very cautious when you are driving.
Yeah.
It's always advised that you drive, you must look at the wheels, the behind, the back wheels of the next car.
Okay.
If you are able to see those wheels properly, then it means you have a proper following distance.
Yes, yes.
Then even if there's a pothole between you and the other car, you'll be able to see it.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, so also reduce your speed, because if you are driving a very high speed and there's a pothole, it's very, very difficult for you to escape
Lydia,
that.
we don't have much time left,
Yes.
but I would like us to touch on another issue which is close to our residents' hearts. Earlier the year, we had flash floods which caused people to lose homes. People were displaced. City of Windhoek did jump in and has moved many people to a new site. How is that going? Is there still people being moved? Are there new problems?
Well, as the rain continues, it appears that we have more problems.
Okay.
Because the intensity of the rain also is unpredictable.
Yes, yes.
The process we started in January following that incident has gone very well.
Okay.
Yes, we had a few glitches here and there,
Yeah.
which we managed.
Okay.
A few people were hesitant to move to a new site. It's too far for them and the kids and so on. Finally, they understood that it's not safe where they are.
Yeah.
And not only that it's not safe, we made it very clear that we are going to clear that area so that we make it inhabitable as much as we can to widen the riverbed so that the water can flow uninterrupted. And so far so good.
Okay.
There were a few challenges of school-going kids in that area who have to travel long distance and so on. And our stakeholder, that is the Commerce Regional Council, was holding our hands throughout. They had to come up with some planning to determine how they are going to take care of those school-going children that are in that area. Obviously, the parents, some of them had kids that goes as far as UNAM and university students and NAST and so on, and IUM. So some of the advice we give is to say, if you come together as a community, you can hire a bus that take your school going your students to the various university or to schools, while for the young kids that are still in up until secondary school, the Commerce Regional Council was looking into that, maybe temporarily makeshift, or maybe incorporating them into the existing schools that are nearby and so on. But that process is going on very well, and we are happy that there is actually progress in that regard.
That's good news.
For the members of the public that are in that specific area, they continue to receive support, and we really appreciate every supporter, every corporate entity, every company, every individual who supported, from blankets to clothes to food to material, zinc, so that people can build their new homes and so on. We really, really appreciate that, because that really just shows that we are indeed a caring city, and our citizens are very caring. So that is really going on very well. With the current rain, even this morning I had a client who had their shacks flooded. with the rain that just rained recently, and they're still looking for assistance, and we continue to attend to those cases as they come available.
Thank you, Lydia. We don't have much time, so let's just have a last word for you. We're a caring city. What caring message do you have for our citizens?
Our caring message is that we have noticed there's an overgrown grass throughout the city now, and there's a lot of things happening in that grass. Can be snakes, whatever is happening there. There are new insects that we're seeing around that we have never seen before. So we just need to take precautionary measures. Also, please take care of your environment, your immediate environment. Clear it, weed, so that you make sure that you are safe and so forth. And also the rain has not stopped. Please attend to your gutters and your stormwater channels. Make sure they are not blocked. And for the neighbors, please talk to each other. Do not block each other's water flow or stormwater channels, because that's not a good thing to do. And so also please make sure that you follow City of Windhoek's operations and discussions on our social media pages and on platforms like this, so that you are up to date.
Thank you very much.
What is happening in the city.
Thank you very much, Lydia.
Thank you so much.
Ladies and gentlemen, there you had it. Thank you very much for joining us this evening. And there will be another evening review, so please do join us again. For now, goodbye.